Good morning, 8D. This is Mr. Melendez, and I'll be performing a read aloud for the Second Seminole War document. Let's begin. Andrew Jackson was considered an American hero. He was in charge of setting up a new government for Florida. Wanting to make more room for settlers, the Seminoles were asked to move south. The Seminoles refused, so the new governor of Florida made a deal with the Seminoles. This type of deal is called a treaty. The treaty gave the Seminoles 4 million acres of land called a reservation in the middle of Florida, and they had to agree to stop taking in runaway slaves. The land did not suit the needs of the Seminoles. It was hot, mosquito infested, and lacking food, but their former home in Tallahassee was becoming the capital of Florida. Andrew Jackson and the Indian Removal Act. In 1829, Andrew Jackson became President of the United States. He worked with Congress to create the Indian Removal Act. The Indian Removal Act forced all Native Americans to leave their homes and move west of the Mississippi River. The Seminoles did not want to leave their homes in Florida, but they agreed to send some chiefs to look at the new land. While they were gone, they were persuaded to sign a treaty to move. The Seminoles say they were tricked and refused to leave. The Second Seminole War. The Seminoles fought back. A Seminole chief named Osceola trained his men to fight back with sneaky, sudden attacks on American soldiers. In one attack, named the Dade Massacre, Osceola and his men killed over 100 soldiers. This set off the Second Seminole War. Americans sent many more troops to Florida to defeat the Seminoles. They pushed them further and further south, but struggled to defeat them. The Seminoles burned sugar mills, plantations, even attacked U.S. forts. The swampy environment proved difficult for American soldiers. The Americans got desperate. They invited Osceola to meet with them to make a truce, but instead of making an agreement, they captured Osceola. Osceola died in prison from an infection and malaria. At this point, both sides were ready to give in. Many Seminoles accepted money from the United States government to move out west to Oklahoma. About 350 Seminoles were allowed to stay in southern Florida. The Second Seminole War lasted for 7 years, from 1834 to 1842. All right, class, this is the end of the read aloud for the Second Seminole War document. At this time, you would pause, go ahead and take out your Seminole War note catcher and start populating that portion of the note catcher with relevant information from the document. All right, everyone, this is Mr. Melendez. Take it easy, and I'm punching out.